Hello everybody, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Christopher, and we're doing our, sixth installment, and we have exciting news. We were on a photo walk this afternoon, and we happened by a little shop called Artistic Portland, and there was a couple of pieces outside that we were taking pictures of, and Susan Hunter, the owner of the store, stuck her head out and said the artist was here. So we decided to seize the opportunity and ask if Joe Hunter wouldn't mind,
Joe Warren,
sorry, Joe Warren, my mistake, wouldn't mind doing a little interview. We have a few of his pieces in the background here.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about these pieces?
Yeah, and before I do, I just want to reiterate, this is a co-op, so Susan is actually one of the owners.
Okay.
But I guess that would make me also an owner.
Yeah.
And everyone else would be an owner.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. I see, okay.
Yeah, so there's no hierarchy in that sense.
Okay.
Though there might be a board hierarchy to make things run. So I'm going to talk to you about these pieces. Found objects, that might be obvious, but that's crucial to what I'm doing. I can't say that I do 100% found objects, but I try to maximize the amount of found objects I use. To me, that ethic of not using too many raw materials and having too much of an impact on the environment is really important. And where I use welding, which is an industrial process using petrochemicals and all that kind of thing. There's obviously not the lightest footprint, but I try to keep it as light as I can, and part of that is recycling. And I just love the way the recycled art looks anyway. I didn't have an artistic background at all until about 12 years ago, when I saw someone doing this kind of work, and it just was one of those things was like, I want to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And I was a transplant from the Boston, Massachusetts area, where even community college was really pricey.
Really?
And I saw that when I moved here, I believe it was $38 a credit at PCC. And I said, how can I afford to not go to learn about art?
Right.
So I went to Portland Community College, nothing highfalutin. Did a little bit of stone sculpture and went, I don't really like the removal process of sculpture. I like the building up process.
Right.
And that gels with what I'd seen and what I really wanted to do. So I started doing that, and once I'd taken it for credit a few times, I ended up auditing it umpteen times because it was the only way to get studio space for me.
I did that with painting, yeah.
Okay.
At PCC.
Yeah, and then I actually found a shared shop called Shop People, which is still in Portland, down in Southeast Industrial area, close in. And that was instrumental in me being able to sort of get out of PCC and getting into my own. And I was doing some gigantic pieces there, a knight on rearing horseback, full-size elk, horse. They are such trouble to move because being a lighter footprint guy, don't have a truck and a trailer or anything. So I'm trying to scale it back down.
Yeah.
These pieces here, this one obviously is small enough that the bigger pieces unscrew so they can be moved more easily. People can fit them in a small car. The owl has been something that I've made a lot of because I just really love the way it comes together, and it's a great use of old shovels. Old shovels with broken handles are everywhere.
Yes.
And some people claim they're going to someday burn that wood out of that handle and put a new handle in. Now I'm thinking where a shovel, out of China is now like, $5.99 on sale. Are you really going to do that?
Yeah.
So I get a lot of old shovels. And that said, I get shovels that are busted up from an older time before Chinese imports that are beautifully crafted, and I've kept some of them for my own gardening and household use.
Yeah.
And it's a different animal, that kind of shovel.
Yeah. No, we were talking earlier, and a lot of his stuff, I mean, I want to point out that this head on this bird is this old scythe that has obviously been found in the dirt somewhere, and it's definitely done earth time, and a lot of these stuff have that kind of patine on them that looks like they were actually found somewhere and then brought in or something, and we were talking about all the old tools that are obsolete now because of the new tools, and they're just sitting around in barns everywhere. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them.
Oh yeah, barns, garages. I mean, in my neighborhood out in Gateway, where the lots are bigger, people had a lot of gardening implements, and so I'm finding them out that way. Edgers are one of those now obsolete because they're all electric or powered in some way. So you get a lot of edgers that are just abandoned. Yeah, what else?
So is this the only store that you're associated with, or do you have your art in a bunch of different stores around Portland?
So I was telling Susan earlier, my biggest selling store, the couple essentially retired. That was down in Sellwood on Antique Row, and so I'm looking around. I was really happy that someone from this co-op stopped in there and told me about it, and so I got on that, and you get juried in and accepted, through a process here. It's a very organized store. It's a pleasure to work with. I have told as many people that I've encountered here that.
Awesome.
And I need that.
Yeah.
And in the store, I'm sorry, can we reiterate the name one more time?
Artistic Portland.
Artistic Portland, and it's located.
It's located
on Sandy.
4042 Northeast Sandy Street.
4042 Northeast Sandy Street.
Lots of different things here, not all big steel things, lots of
jewelry,
little things that would, fit in a pocket. Gorgeous stuff that has obviously had a lot of time, locally made. I mean, it fits the Portland bill perfectly. And to finish answering your question about where I'm at, I'm actually all over. I've got a big piece in the garden at Maryhill Museum out in the gorge of a buck that I donated to them because they were taking it for a show, and I loved the way it looked on their grounds. And I said, even though it's something I could have gotten a bunch of money for, sometimes I'm not just in this for the money. I'm in this for the art.
No,
and
that's kind of where
he
we're
looked
at
so
too.
good in that in that garden that I said, you just keep him. And then in some galleries here downtown, Attic Gallery on the Max line, First and Alder maybe, and something like that.
Do you have a website you want to plug?
My website was old and I need to redo it. Find me on Facebook. I'm called Weld Designed.
Weld Designed.
Yeah, and Joe Warren, Weld Designed ought to find me. If it doesn't, I guess I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You got anything to say?
Susan,
you wanna?
We just wanted to say that Susan is also an artist here. She is
Bodhi Design Studio.
Right there, Bodhi Design Studio.
Yes.
She is responsible for the beautiful jewelry over here.
Just the sterling?
Just the sterling?
The silver case?
All right, just in here. This is beautiful jewelry. Come check it out. Christopher, do you have any last thoughts?
I do not. Yes.
Last thoughts?
Hey, we love you.
Thank you for tuning in. We love you. Bye.